So my top three tips for engaging staff. It's really quite simple. There are three steps. One is recognise people for doing a good job, give learning and development opportunities, and an opportunity to progress. Let's look at those three areas in a little bit more detail. Recognising for somebody for doing a good job. How would you feel if your manager never spoke to you from 1 month to the next? From 1 year to the next, you never had a formal review, you never had a discussion about what you're doing and what you've achieved, and some guidance really to make sure that what you're doing is aligned to what they want. Now bring that down a level to your direct reports. They need that too. So I have a check-in with my team every morning. Every morning we have 30 minutes. Sometimes we talk about our personal lives, what we've been doing, interests that we're involved in, hobbies, etc. And then we get down to the subject of work. What are we doing? What are we going to achieve that day? What it's aligned to in terms of the strategy. So recognise your people for doing a good job, because that engages them. If you don't speak to your team member from 1 day to the next, 1 week to the next, never mind 1 month to the next, how on earth can you expect them to be engaged in what you're trying to achieve? So that's massively important for somebody to want to do a good job for you. So that's recognising somebody for doing a good job. Number 2, give learning and development opportunities. That doesn't always mean sending somebody on a training course. It does not have to be that difficult. Learning and development opportunities is giving somebody a stretch, bringing them into a meeting that you're involved in, a project that you're working on, to help them to progress and to learn in development. Give them a project, give them an opportunity to go and shadow somebody in another department so they understand the impact of that person's work on their work and vice versa. It can sometimes mean a formal training course. Look at the apprenticeship levy. Look at what you can do in terms of no cost but massive value to you and your company. So that's learning and development opportunities. And then the third one, the last one, is an opportunity to progress. So where are they going in their career? So if we peel it back to the recognising somebody for doing a good job, also revert it back to what is their next career move? Are they your natural replacement? Is there another job that you want them to do in order to progress up to a higher level? Sometimes we need to align each other's thinking in terms of somebody may think they're here and you think they're here. So that discussion's important, that you understand what the development need is and you both agree the action together. That way, then they can have clear sight of where the next move is. They don't need to always go outside of the company, because more often than not, people will leave an organisation because they haven't got a great relationship with the manager, they haven't got an opportunity to progress, and you haven't given them that learning and development opportunity. So if we do all of these things, you're more likely to engage your staff, they want to stay with you, and they will be aligned to what you need to deliver in terms of your department, the company's vision, the company's strategy for success. So those are my 3 tips for engaging your staff.